sometimes it takes you seeing something 100 times before it finally clicks. I know we talked about how you're presented the lesson over and over until we learn the lesson. So what was the moment where things just clicked for you?
Well, if we rewind back to like March of 2017, I was deep into my addiction. I, like I said, like I had no goals or motivation other than like, how can I get some kind of substance into my body on a regular basis? And in 2017, in March, I got my tax return back. And as soon as I got the money, at that time I was living at my mom's house. So as soon as I got the money, I left. As soon as it was in my bank account, I left. And I didn't tell my mom where I was going. I just left, which wasn't unusual. Um, and I went to a friend's house. I spent all the money in like 2 days on cocaine and ecstasy and alcohol and weed and cigarettes, and basically was just like I just had like a mixture, like a cocktail of a bunch of different substances, and that was what I did for like 4 days straight. I came home finally at like 5 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. I took an Uber home, and I realized that I had left my house keys in my bedroom when I had left like 4 days before. So I was locked out of the house. And so I went in through the side gate. I popped the screen off of my bedroom window, crawled in through my bedroom window, and I was on ecstasy. I had cocaine on me and like some beers in my pocket. And I just sat in my room for hours, just taking more and more cocaine and drinking more. And I don't know how this moment happened, but like somewhere in the mixture of all that, I had this moment of clarity, and I stopped and I just thought to myself, like, what am I doing with my life? I'm 25 years old. I don't have a job. I don't have a car. I'm bumming it at my mom's house, and I'm on the verge of getting kicked out. Like I could feel it coming. And before I lost the nerve, I texted my mom, even though she was in the other room. My mom works at home, so she was in the other room. I just didn't want her to see me because I looked like a crackhead, probably. Like it didn't look good. And I texted her and I was like, I think I need to go back to rehab. And that that moment of me doing that was like, it was fleeting because we set a date for me to go to rehab and then I didn't go. And then we set another date and then I went. And you know, learning the lesson or being presented with the lesson over and over until we learn it. I've been very lucky as far as encountering events and scenarios that could have been seriously detrimental to my well-being, and they weren't. And in hindsight, it's astounding to me that I didn't have more consequences for my actions. And I when I think about it like that, like I'm thankful that I stopped when I did, because I was able to escape that way of living without, having to go to prison, or without overdosing in a way that's going to put me in the hospital. I've had multiple friends who have died from overdosing, multiple friends who have committed suicide while intoxicated, and I'm just very grateful to have found a way out of that life before I was claimed by similar circumstances.